Just be ready to put in the work. The clothes will not sell themselves. Show what your products look like on real bodies. It increases your chances of making the sale. 2022, please let us all decide that we are going to make more money. What's up and welcome back to my channel this week. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 ways that you can sell your fashion collection. Now, I've been very fortunate to have launched my own clothing brand in 2019, and I have found different ways to sell my pieces both online and in person, despite how tough everything has just been around the world. Now I'm going to be sharing 5 of these ways. Hopefully you guys find them useful if you're someone who's looking to start your own clothing brand or you're looking to expand your selling options. Make sure to watch up until the end. If there's any method of selling or way of selling that I didn't share in this video, please let us know in the comment section down below so we all grow and thrive and succeed together. There's enough room in the sky for everybody. Okay, now if you do enjoy this video, do give it a thumbs up, subscribe and join the KDVAS family if you haven't already, so you know whenever I have new videos on the channel every single week. Okay, now that we have the intro out of the way, let's get into this video. Okay, so the first way that I started selling off my collection was by doing pop-ups. This you can either do in collaboration with other fashion designers, whether they're making clothing or accessories or with makeup artists. Basically, you can just come together as a group and do a pop-up. So rent a store or rent a space and then just showcase your products to be sold. I have done a few different pop-ups with different like agencies and brands. I did Black Girl Fest in 2019, which went really well. Like, I want to do another Black Girl Fest. I cannot wait to do another Black Girl Fest because that was just my target audience on that one roof. I made so many sales at that event and I look forward to doing it again. I've also done pop-ups with LDC, which is Lone Design Club, and it's a company that basically showcases and brings together different independent designers from around the world, different aesthetic, price points, materials. Like, whenever I do an LDC, I always feel inspired just walking into the store because it's not just my pieces there. It's like people doing like outerwear, lingerie, accessories, bags. Like, it's always a very good mix of like different styles and different designers in store. I've done 3 LDCs, and what I'll say about doing pop-ups, whether you're doing it by yourself or doing it with other designers, is just be ready to put in the work. The clothes will not sell themselves, so you either have to be present, get someone to assist you, basically interact with the customers, because people buy from people at the end of the day. So doing pop-ups are great, but be ready to be present, display your clothes in a very beautiful, attractive way, have them professionally finished, have your cards, your flyers, anywhere that people can find information about you. And even till today, I still think pop-ups is one of my favorite ways to sell because I get to really talk to the customer. I get to meet the person that would wear my clothes. They give me feedback that I can then put into my next collection or future projects that I would work on. Option number 2 is to sell online. This I do in combination with every other way that I sell my clothing and accessory and even other like digital products that I offer on my store. I find that selling online just gives you the opportunity to a global audience. Like, the internet is open to everyone in Asia, in Africa, in US, in the UK, in Europe. So the opportunities are really limitless when it comes to selling online. Like, it's a level playing ground. Even though it can be very overwhelming, it's a global audience that your products are open to. So that is selling via an online store, whether that's on Shopify, on Wix, on Big Cartel. There are different platforms where you can start your own online store. And if you guys actually want to do a video where I show you how to set up an online store, the kind of information you should put on your online store, and like any tips and tricks I have, do let me know in the comment section down below. That's something that we could possibly do in the new year. So with selling online, you need to be active on, I would say at least be active on one social media, because what I have found as someone who even shops online, aside from going to an online store, I want to see what it looks like on other people. So if you have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any other platform where you show what your products look like on real bodies, it increases your chances of making the sale. So the third way is to sell as a concession in a big store or a big boutique. The way this works, and it depends on the store really. Sometimes they would buy the products from you and then sell it in their own like store on a rail, on a table, or they take them from you, and when they make the sale they give you a certain percentage of the sale. So they take a certain percentage for helping you sell the product, for helping you display the product, and then you get a percentage off of that. So if you go into Selfridges, if you go into your Harrods, if you go into your John Lewis, your Bentos, you know those really large department stores where you just see a rail for a brand, a rail for that brand, most likely is a concession style method of selling. Now some companies would just buy the whole collection from you in different sizes and stock it in their store. Some would take, and when they sell they give back to you. So it really depends on the brand. This is a great physical way of putting yourself in bigger department stores. It helps to increase your brand value and puts your products before a lot of customers that these department stores or these boutiques already have. Another option that you could possibly consider is renting your samples or renting different sizes of your products to people for events, for fashion shoots, for whatever thing they want to do with your clothing. So you could decide on a day rate or an hourly rate, especially if you have as extravagant styles. I say renting might be an option that you could possibly consider, especially during like times when people are not going out a lot or the product price is a little bit higher. You could consider just renting out your samples to stylists, to influencers, to celebrities, so they can wear it for a day, for the weekend, dry clean it and bring it back to you. Now this I have done with stylists, this I have done with makeup artists, this I have done with people who just wanted to just wear the piece, take pictures, and then would return it back. Now there are actually companies who do this as a business model. There is a company called HURR. On their website, that's all they do. They just collect different brand clothing and different brand pieces, and you just go there, you pay the day rate or however many days you want to hire the piece for, you wear it, you send it back to them. Like literally, I just think it's so cool, especially if you're looking to attend a really nice event but you don't want to commit into buying a dress that is £1,000 or £2,000. You just rent it for that event. When you're done, you send it back to the company. Now they have different ways that this is done. You might have to have it cleaned before sending it back, or you might pay an extra fee to have it cleaned when it's returned. Just do your research before you go into this particular method of actually making money with samples that you might have sitting in your closet or sitting in your studio. Now the final option I'm going to be talking about is wholesale. Wholesale I have not done myself, but I have friends who have actually gone down the wholesale route. So wholesale, the way it works is after you've cost your products, like in terms of like production costs, and you've added your profit margin, you have a wholesale price, which is usually less than your retail price. Your retail price you would get by multiplying your wholesale price by 2 or by 3. Now wholesale is basically when an online store, a boutique, physical or online, would come and buy a specific number of your pieces and they will stock it in their store, whether that is a physical boutique or an online store. Now this is something that is great if you don't want the headache of having to sell your pieces yourself. Basically just have them design, make the samples. You could either create a brochure or attend trade shows. I know Pure London is a trade show you could actually attend as a designer with your samples, and basically buyers just attend to buy pieces. And the way it works is they would buy a specific amount maybe and want it delivered in like 3 to 6 months in the future, so you have time as the designer to actually get everything produced and you send it to the person who is buying from your brand or from your company. Now if you know any more information about any of the ways I have mentioned, make sure to share down below. If you also know any other method of selling, feel free to share as well, because on more 2022, please let us all decide that we are going to make more money, honest money for ourselves that we'll be proud of. We'll be able to take care of our families. I'll be proud of the work that we do, because it's really difficult as a creative to actually get, especially when you're starting out, to get a product out there to get it bought at the price that you want it to be sold at, and be worn by clients and feel, you know, that pride that you created this and people are enjoying wearing it. So if you have any other ways that we could sell our collection, make sure to share in the comment section down below. If you have any other tips and tricks as well, feel free to share. And until my next video, have a good morning, afternoon and evening wherever you are. Bye.